So this lesson is called the 3-period lesson. This is a tool that we use in our Montessori classrooms, and it's a great way to teach any new concept. We use it for teaching colors or letter sounds or number recognition or shapes. So you can kind of gauge where your child's at, maybe pick a concept, say you're going to do some colors this week, or you can introduce some new letter sounds. So all you need for this is whatever it is you're going to teach. I just made a couple of examples. If you were going to look at some shapes, I cut these out of cardboard. Since I'm focusing on the shapes, I kept them the same color. If you were doing color, I would keep them the same shape, but then isolate the color. I have my number cards from a different lesson that we had done this week. I have our little magnetic letters that we use on our fridge. And so, again, this is anything that you're working on. If you are going to use letters, what we suggest and what we start with are lowercase letters, and we use the phonemic sound. So, for example, we would say this is a this is an ah, and this is a s. So, to do this lesson, it's called a 3-period lesson, and you're going to build on it. It's not something you do all at once. You kind of gauge your child, you follow their lead, and you follow where they're at. So, let's say, for example, we'll do the letter sounds. So, if I'm going to do a 3-period lesson for letter sounds, I may choose 3 letters. I may choose one that they know, that they're comfortable with, and then maybe introduce 1 or 2 others that are maybe a newer concept. So the 3 periods are, the first period, you name them. This is a this is ah, this is s. You would have this on a table, but it's hard to see down below. So you're just naming. The child's hearing the name, they're seeing the object. The second period, you're going to manipulate the sounds in the objects or whatever it is, the concept that you're going to teach. So for example, if you had these on your rug or on your table, you would say, can you take the and put it on your head? Can you take the and put it on your nose? Can you take the and hide it behind your back? They're hearing the sound again and again. They're seeing it. They're playing with it. You're having fun with it. You can have the child tell you things to do. You can go anywhere with this. So they're hearing the sound. So that's kind of part of the activity, is manipulating the sounds. When you're trying to gauge if your child has the concept that you're introducing, the second period is to have your concept on your rug and say, can you touch the ah? And they may find the ah. So you're asking them to identify it. You may do this a couple more times. Can you touch the Can you touch the s? Keep going with this. That may be the end of your lesson for the day. It's just identifying. You might get to the second period for that lesson. If you feel like they're confident and you've had enough practice with the concept that you're working on, the third period is you're going to check for additional mastery. You're kind of adding the scaffold and then pulling it away to see if they understand the concepts. So you might move them around and you might say, what's this? That's the third period, is for them to say, that's So you can see the first period is, this is, and whatever your concept is. So for example, this is triangle. Play with it. Triangle on your head, triangle on your shoulder. Can you hold the triangle in your hand? Anything you can do. Second period is, which one is the triangle? And they would point to the triangle. Again, you can manipulate these, play with them, trace them. And then the third period is, what's this? And the child gives you the answer. This is triangle. So again, you can use this with any concept that you feel like your child is ready for. You can review things that your child has had. These are just some really basic examples of what some of our Montessori children are working on. We use this with geometric solids, so for cubes and spheres and cylinders. You can use this for even bigger concepts, but it's just a great way to, if you have objects around your house, or if you did get some flashcards, this is how you can use flashcards. Instead of kind of drilling, it's a way to play with them and then also kind of do some real quick assessments at where they're at and where they need to be. So add some comments, shoot me an email if you have any questions, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks.